as a 9 to 5, working for you, how that drive, working for you, never stop. Working now, I'm in the drive, doing more than living life. Never gave up on the grind, I fell alive, but never died. It's not my topic, if it ain't about the bottom line.
Guys, welcome to another episode of Disclosure Season. Today we're going to talk through how I went from like full-time gym floor worker doing spin classes, that sort of thing, and we've got a very special guest, the man that helped me do this, James Vogle.
Absolutely honoured.
So yeah, give a little intro, talk about yourself.
Yeah, so James Vogle, business mentor, basically specialise in helping people quit their jobs, go fully online with online coaching, online coaches that are doing half decent and want to take up a level. So Josh came to us basically working like 40 hours a week in a leisure centre, and he just shouldn't have been doing it basically. So here he is now.
But yeah, we'll go through like the ins and outs of it a little bit later in the video. What we're going to do now is get into a little push session. We're in a different gym this week. You'll probably notice we're at Kingdom Gym in Birmingham. Full Panata set up, so let's get it.
Flow sick, man, I've been high. I saw a guy who the dopest, hopeless. What I used to be, now I'm moving packs to that potent pressure. If love is a drug, I need extra. I don't look to people, look to the one who poured and don't even measure. Killing beats, give me pleasure.
So if you're doing a pec deck, you probably want your shoulder blades back, chest nice and proud, and forget about your hands. Try and just think about pushing your bicep across your chest sort of thing. Like a lot of people will kind of do that. You want to have your arms a little bit straighter and try and push that bicep across your chest. You're going to get a lot more out of your chest. It's gone really well, to be fair. A lot of people laughing at me, but there we go. Obviously YouTube's the hardest one to grow sort of thing, so like over 100 views on the first one, we'll take that. But make sure you subscribe and click the notification button, because we've got a lot of good episodes planned. Dan was the man with a plan for a new episode. If I remember, this gets really heavy really quick.
Great.
Brilliant. I'm hoping, because we're on YouTube, this is another warm-up, but it might not be. Yeah, it's a warm-up.
Yeah.
It says shaking like a shitting dog.
This is until I get on it, mate.
Easy money.
What's your rep ranges?
10 to 15. It's going to be a 10, isn't it, Red? Nah.
3 plates. 3 plates.
3 plates.
3 plates. See, look, if Gaz is watching this, this is a session that counts. If he wins his pro card, I'm right. This set is why.
We don't say the pro card word.
Oh yeah.
I've got to win a show first.
Yeah. And again, come on. 2, 1, 2. 1, come on.
Stay hydrated, kids.
It's mental, right? I always train in like 6 to 8 reps.
Oh, do you?
So it's mad, at 8 my body goes like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That was like me when I first started with Gaz. Like I was doing I was top set, back off set I was before, yeah. So like, when he has me doing like 3 sets at like 15 to 30 or something, I was like, fuck off. Coming a little bit of a theme now. We're not actually meant to be doing pec deck, we're meant to be doing cuff to clavicular fly. However, someone's forgot their cuffs. Me. So, I don't think Gaz watches these anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, I got joy like ha ha ha. Wait, and I can't wear smiles. That's fake. Then I'm between love and strong. Hate clock says no time for mistakes. Ring the alarm. Sirens go off, but I'm calm. My life resides in calm. Submit to my pops. Respect for my mom.
Come on, again.
Reckon I've got leaner since the last one.
You should get a couple of these.
The overdrive.
The rags, yeah, they're lovely.
Yeah. Oversock,
yeah.
Oversock come up like big?
Mate, they go yeah, this is a small. No, yeah, this is a small.
No way.
Yeah.
Fuck me, I haven't been as small since since middle school.
Cheers.
Delts day every day. That working? Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, heavy. The Atlantis one's more like.
So you can move that up and down. So I've put it to tall person setting.
No, I mean like you're more in.
Yeah.
So for example, like you can be here.
Yeah.
And then it comes out, whereas this feels like you're.
Yeah. Get what you mean. Again, this isn't on the plan, but no cuffs, no problem. Bit more.
Easy?
Yeah.
Third time, hit the charm of the third strike, had to. Turn my back on the street like tears come down. Both hands up, thinking about what life will be like. If I never change, might stay the same, stay playing games. Yeah, end up in a cell, free but a slave, or inside the grave. Used to dive in the pool of the hand off. It was me and my brother.
Some of the exercises programs, I don't know where he's got them from. He's got like Cybex Eagle Row on back day. The only gym I can think of near me that's got one of them is Train with Intent. So some of them are a bit random, but
You have to change.
he's like programmed me for a dream gym. It's like Nautilus Explode press, which I haven't got. I've got Nitro press.
I can know what he's done. He's programmed it for his new gym.
Yeah.
So you've got to move up there and get a membership.
Yeah, he's opening a gym. So it's wet enough in England though. I'm not moving to Scotland.
There's one big difference from watching you and anyone else that I see, right? Every single thing you do is controlled. And that's why, you know, at the end of the day, like, side raises, you see people trying to take off on a runway.
No.
You know?
It's only a small muscle, you don't need to yank it up.
If I have a couple of scoops away after, will I wake up with big counts like that?
Yeah, definitely. It's just whey protein in them, nothing else.
The secret's out.
Whey protein and creatine. Say no more about it. Quick voice note. One of my clients is dieting and he's just starting to feel like a bit flatter, a bit skinnier sort of thing. But that's usually the point where like you're starting to get like leaner and leaner sort of thing. You've got to flatten off to get to that lean point. So I'm going to sort of sing his praises, tell him, reassure him, tell him like if you're feeling a bit low, a little bit flat, that's probably when the fat loss is really kicking in sort of thing. He's got abs already, he's pretty shredded, but like to get to that next level, you've got to go to a different place sort of thing, so here we go. Hey mate, I'm just training. Obviously, I know how it feels, like when you flatten off, that's probably where you are going to start to like really start to strip some serious fat off. So if you can just keep going now, we've only got another couple of weeks, a couple of 3 weeks to go. Get some photos over to me because I'd be really interested to see what you look like because we're over 10 kilos down now, which is fucking outrageous. So yeah, let's keep this going. Really good work though. So since the last video, I got ill, so we filmed on the Monday, I got ill on the Wednesday. Started off as like a little flu-y thing, and then like it turned into like a mouth infection. Couldn't eat for a few days. Obviously dropped a lot of weight initially. Some of that's come back on. I think we dropped about 11 pounds, and about 6 pounds come back on, 7 pounds. But we're starting to chip away and chip back down now, so body's been a bit all over the place. It's definitely kicked my appetite up in terms of like, I'm not usually as hungry as I am now, 11, 12 weeks out, but I think it's brought the condition on a little bit. We're a bit leaner than the last one, so all things considered, I'd rather, like, we have to take a positive from it. Like, I'd rather have been ill at 14, 15 weeks out than 3 weeks out, because that would have been a fucking nightmare. So we move, the show must go on. exercise there is great alternative if you can't get like the double row. Like I put a video out about like the double row. You sort of keep like in line with your tricep sort of thing, so you're pulling it out where your tricep wants to work. And then depending on where you stand, will like alter how the exercise feels as well. So you stand further back, it'll feel different to if you stand like closer. With the push sessions as well, obviously do 2 chest, 2 shoulder, but there's a lot more emphasis on like the side delt, like for bodybuilding and men's physique in particular. Like, well, bodybuilding in general, you just want that big fucking wide delt, don't you? And because we're incline pressing quite heavy, we're getting enough on, I think we're getting enough on that front delt, so fuck shoulder pressing.
Come on. 2. Come on.
It's gonna fucking fling me over the other side of the gym. It will do in a few weeks when I'm fucking leaner. If I actually lose some weight.
You will.
But yeah, last prep, we started at like 16.10 at my highest, or 16.7 or something, stone. No one works in stone anymore, but yeah, I do. So then come down, I think show day was like 15.5, so like after the initial drop of like 10 pounds of water, we lost like another 5-6 pounds or something, so, but like I was getting leaner visually, so sometimes the scales are just there as like a guideline, but if the mirror is saying you're leaner, then that's what you obviously go by. 2 on lines in my glutes, lines in my delts. Well then guys, so we have just wrapped up a push session at Kingdom Gym, obviously, that's what I said at the start of the video. But now for the bit that you have all been waiting for, how I went from full-time like gym floor work, as I say, doing loads of classes, to like now full-time online coach, and then just a kind of hybrid, a little bit of PT. I don't really advertise the PT, we're pushing more online. Obviously we can help more people online sort of thing. So start from the top.
Let's do it.
So in lockdown number 3.
Yeah, number 3, yeah.
Lose fucking count of them, don't you? There's that many. We're not going to go into that. But lockdown 3, got to about like February. I'm not going to say like what I was doing was like dead end, because it wasn't. It's a good, decent job, like decent salary, decent people, and they looked after us in lockdowns and stuff. So I'm not here to slate that or anything, but I just knew I could do better, sort of thing. Like I knew that my knowledge in the fitness industry could help a lot more people than sort of doing classes and that. And with the lockdowns and stuff, it became a bit of a cleaning job. But reached out to Elliot and James, sort of thing. They sort of, I think it literally goes out like the 1st of the month, doesn't it? So it's like the 1st of March it would have been. Yeah. So we had like a 6-week sort of period where we were sort of coaching people, and it was resistance bands, home workouts, that sort of thing. But we kind of managed to do that. Like, I don't know, do you want to sort of go into what we implemented?
Yeah,
and stuff?
I mean, end of the day, like, so Josh had a vision and he just couldn't achieve the vision in the environment you were in. 100%. And sometimes it's hard because the environment he was in was safe. And in this industry and in business, you do have to step outside that safe zone. So he actually took an even bigger risk because he decided to try and push online when it was lockdown number 3.
Yeah.
So he was like getting guys come to him, obviously with bands, dumbbells, and actually I think anyone that did well in that lockdown 3, well, anyone that did well in the lockdowns will continue to do well because you sold someone a journey in a time where journeys were hard because, like I said, you were limited kit. You got a guy that wants to build muscle. There's only so much you can do with resistance bands and dumbbells, right? Yeah. So you came on at that time and you were like, right, I want to do it. And I think you coming on at that time has been perfect timing for your progress right now.
100%, yeah. So like I say, like I was at the time as well, like I was sort of getting myself into a bit of a rut sort of thing. Like I was spinning the wheels out. Like I was partying quite a lot towards the back end before the lockdown. I'm sure everyone did because we've been cooped up for 6 months. But in terms of like business-wise, I was the fucking person that I was like, oh no, I can't do it. I hate social media. I hate chatting at the camera. I hate doing this. And James said to me earlier, like he remembers the first time I spoke on the camera. I was awkward as sin sort of thing. I was like, now look at me.
Exactly.
I'm still awkward. But no. But we've sort of just, we're by no means where we want to be, but like we got over the lockdown, did a prep sort of thing as well. Bit off a little bit more than we could chew there because we were doing, it was like mad hours, so like 40-hour job, non-negotiable prep because I felt like that would have I feel like it did help, it put me on a bit of a pedestal sort of thing, but by no means do you need the prep side of things to be a coach. I just like it, so a bit weird. Bodybuilders are weird. But sort of just put things in place, and James and what they do at Limitless is so good because like then we were just looking at like the new Instagram update. These guys know that that's coming before anyone else does sort of thing. They're putting things in place, so we know the strategy to maximise like the social media side of things. That's ultimately where like we get the people from. So I don't know. Do you want to go into a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, in the day as well, like for you, you were in that 40-hour situation.
Yeah.
You were running out of hours, and then also it's kind of like, what do I actually do with the time I've got spare? So that's why I think where we've worked together very, very closely. You know, we WhatsApp probably 10 times a day. We're on task lists. We have bi-weekly calls, and I think having that accountability on a weekly basis, having the task, has helped you get where, you know to where you are. And I think having me as well guide you and just like, I'll be completely honest. I got to the point, didn't I, where I said, mate, you just need to hand your notice in.
100%.
I just said, like, just do it. And I think I just said in the end, I was like, look, like, there's no point if you don't hand your notice in.
Yeah,
because
100%.
you're just going to keep spinning. And then what's happened since you hand your notice in?
We had a really good month, then I got ill, and then we're having a really, really good month at the moment. So it's definitely worth it. It's like for my happiness as well, sort of thing. Like, as James said, like, the notice thing was on the task list for about 4 months before I actually did it, sort of thing. We dropped down to part-time before that, but then sort of very, very quickly filled those hours.
Literally.
With content creation, more clients and stuff. And I was working off at that point, we've actually upgraded now, but I was working off a £300 Chromebook sort of thing. So things were a little bit slow on that side, but yeah, it was a big jump. It is scary, but it's worked for now. No, it will continue to work because I'm going to continue to work closely with James, and he's going to push me in the right direction. And we're going to do some big things. We've got some big planning to do, and yeah.
That's it. At the end of the day, like, you know, there's things you have to learn at different stages, and we've progressed at a really nice rate.
100%.
You came to us working all these hours, wanted to go online. We upped your online intake. We then pulled back from the hours. We then pushed your online intake. You know, got another coach. You're a member of staff at the VA. Like, he's literally like, you've gone in such a good direction, and now you have more freedom. Yeah. You're earning more money. You have more time back. You can train when you want.
I'm actually doing something that I enjoy doing as well. Like, I don't mind sitting in front of a camera now and talking shit. But like, where it was good as well, like, I was a PT before the job as well, sort of things that like, and when it's your business, you get a bit stubborn sort of thing, and don't want to kind of ask for help sort of thing. But like, I knew I needed it at that point. Like, I thought, right, let's do this, and like, without like blowing too much smoke, because I absolutely smashed it. To be fair, like, it's literally just been not a breeze. Obviously, it's graft, but like, if you tick the boxes that these guys set you, then you will 100% like grow your online business, sort of thing, like coaching, and we will continue to do that.
Big time. And that's it. At the end of the day, Like, you have ticked the boxes. I think where you've got that bodybuilding mentality as well.
Yeah.
Tick, 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 and look what's happened. You know,
Definitely.
you've grown. And it's also so nice because I know that, I remember we had them conversations, and just in that environment you were in previously, that, they weren't the people you wanted to help.
No.
There was no way you were going to sell PT. People were coming in on reduced membership, and you were just wasted.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why it's so rewarding for us, and especially me, to see you so happy with what you do on a daily basis. Definitely. And to us, probably don't even feel like work, right?
Yeah. Literally, like I say on my story all the time, I genuinely do get very fucking excited about when like one of my clients has dropped a kilo in a week, and they've put on the biggest win of the week sort of thing. Like, I dropped a kilo, I'm absolutely buzzing. People are noticing it. I get more fulfillment out of that than like me getting an extra vein in my arm now. Like, I've got enough veins. But I think where as well, like why we've worked so well is because like I've not like swapped from one person to another sort of thing. Like James knows like my personality. He knows how I like to work. He knows. Sometimes I'll put certain things off, like the hard stuff off, and he just makes sure he's on my back sort of thing. While we've got him, what would be one of your like top tips for someone wanting to grow their online coaching or PT business?
So, especially right now, we've just been through the Instagram update and everything like that. So, you're going to have to, and we actually had this conversation in Dubai last week. So if you are looking to grow any kind of business, any kind of online coaching business particularly, you need to have a certain person that you are trying to target. And you need to really, really understand who that person you are helping and who you're wanting to help and their problems, right? So for example, I've really enjoyed actually coming up to see Josh today, because seeing him in person, you get a certain vibe of someone. So I know the direction that I know he needs to be going in from this meeting. Okay, we've been in a certain direction. It's not too off, but I know by seeing him, by seeing his personality, by seeing what he gives off, he is that more serious kind of guy. So, and I know that you want to help him. We've just had a chat. He's got a chat with a potential bikini competitor.
Yeah.
And so now I know your vision and how you are. I know where to push you now. Definitely. And that's the same thing. Like, if you want to help someone, you need to understand what they're struggling with. You need to tell people and show people that you can help them get to where they want to be, and you can help them overcome their problems, because that's what it is. If you look at any advert, it's for a problem that you have. That's marketing. That's advertising.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, literally.
I think that's where, like, if you go back onto my like Facebook business page, like from when I was a PT, like I think I might have deleted the post now, but I swear there was one where I said, I help everyone sort of thing. I will help. If you want to lose weight, I will help you. If you want to get muscle, I will help you. If you want to get fitter, I will help you. And I've never coached anyone or PT'd anyone for fitness sort of thing. I couldn't run a bath.
It's a bit like, right, you go to a restaurant and they have like 10 different cuisines in a restaurant, it's going to be crap.
Yeah.
Like, whereas if you go to an online coach, it's like, I help these people overcome these problems. Here's all the people like that I've helped. Done.
Game over.
Literally.
Look out for more very, very good content. Big thank you to James for coming down. He's come, 4.5 hours on the train down.
Dedication.
Up from Herne Bay.
Yeah, Herne Bay.
Yeah. So he's got a nice train journey home. I think he's got his laptop with him though, so he's going to absolutely smash it on the laptop. Probably get a load of messages off me saying, I've got a call later, help me. But yeah, that was a push session, Kingdom Gym, how I went from full-time online coach, full-time gym floor to full-time online coach. We already have the next episode pending. So if you're not already, make sure you fucking subscribe and click the notification button so you get a notification every time Josh Bell uploads a video. But yeah, it's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Dan on the cam, the man. But no, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you made it to the end, like, comment, subscribe. Boom.